Fleet Commander Zarxis stared at the tactical display, his three eyes widening in disbelief. The readings made no sense. Nothing in the Galactic Empire's 12,000-year database could explain what he was seeing. Sensors must be malfunctioning, he muttered, his mandibles clicking nervously. Run full diagnostics. Sir, diagnostics complete. All systems nominal. His tactical officer, a VRYNN female named Kelshira, looked up from her console with undisguised fear. The readings are accurate. On the view screen, a single vessel hung in the void near the human colony of New Terra. It shouldn't exist. It couldn't exist. The ship was massive, nearly 3 kilometers long. But that wasn't what terrified Zarxis. The Empire had built bigger. What horrified him was the power signature emanating from its core. 47 terawatts, Kelshira whispered. Sir, that's impossible. Our dreadnoughts peak at 12. The theoretical maximum for sustained fusion output is 15. What are they using for fuel? Zarxis demanded. The science officer, a floating jellyfish-like aquarii, pulsed with agitation. Commander, I'm detecting gravitational distortions consistent with no, that's absurd. Report, Phalos. Sir, they appear to be using controlled microsingularities. Plural. At least 4 separate black holes contained within magnetic bottles. Phalos's translator couldn't quite mask his horror. They're harvesting Hawking radiation directly. The bridge fell silent. Every species in the galaxy had theorized about singularity drives. None had been insane enough to attempt building one. The margin for error was 0. One miscalculation and the ship, its crew, and everything within a light second would be consumed. Humans, Zarxis breathed. Those mad primates actually did it. Sir, they're hailing us. A human appeared on screen, young by their standards, wearing a crisp naval uniform. She smiled pleasantly, as if her ship wasn't a violation of every safety protocol in civilized space. This is Captain Sarah Chen of the UESS Prometheus. You've entered New Terra's sovereign space without authorization, Commander Zarxis. State your intentions. Zarxis composed himself. The Empire had come with overwhelming force, 12 heavy cruisers and a dreadnought. Humanity's upstart colony had been demanding independence. The Empire was here to remind them of their place. Captain Chen, your illegal colony will surrender immediately, or what, Commander? Her smile never wavered. You'll attack? Please reconsider. Zarxis bristled. You face 13 Imperial warships with a single vessel. However, unconventional. Surrender now, and your people will be treated fairly. Unconventional. Chen's smile widened. Commander, do you know what happens when we disengage our magnetic containment for 0.03 seconds? The blood drained from Zarxis's face equivalent. That's right. Chen continued conversationally. We can weaponize our power core. Each singularity releases approximately 10,000 terawatts in a directed gamma-ray burst. We can fire 4 times before we need to replenish our fuel stocks. Our targeting systems can acquire all 13 of your ships simultaneously. You're bluffing. But Zarxis heard the quaver in his own voice. You destroy yourselves. Would we? Chen leaned forward. Commander, humans come from a death world where we split atoms just to see what would happen. We strapped ourselves to chemical explosives to reach orbit. We're the species that looked at lightning and said, I can harness that. Playing with black holes? That's just Tuesday for us. Kelshira was frantically running calculations. Sir, she whispered urgently, if she's telling the truth, one hit would vaporize our entire fleet. The math checks out. Zarxis stared at the human warship, at the thing humans had built because they could, because they were too reckless or too brilliant to understand the word impossible. We're leaving, he announced suddenly. Sir, his officers chorused. We're leaving, Zarxis repeated, already signaling retreat. Update the Empire's database immediately. Human space is now classified as hazard level Omega. Do not engage under any circumstances. As the Imperial fleet jumped to hyperspace in disorganized panic, Captain Chen allowed herself a real smile. The Prometheus wasn't even armed yet. This had been her shakedown cruise to test the drives. Wait until the Empire learned about the antimatter torpedoes. Behind her, her chief engineer chuckled. Think they bought it, Captain? Hook, line, and sinker, Chief. Humanity's best weapon has always been our reputation for crazy. She gazed at the stars ahead. Let's go home and actually finish building this beast. The galaxy would learn what every human already knew. When you grow up on a planet trying to kill you, you don't build reasonable ships. You build nightmares.